Hello, my friend. Ever feel like your mix gets crowded? Well, let me show you the frequency slotting technique to ensure that every element gets its perfect place. When it comes down to it, mixing is really just balancing, but unfortunately, unlike the perfect jigsaw puzzle, not every piece just fits in perfectly together, and you'll discover as you mix more and more that certain elements that occupy the same frequency space will overlap and often clash. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at frequency slotting, or carving out space so that each element can find its place in the mix. We're going to look at two typical scenarios that often find overlapping and clashing can get in the way of the mix, and that's vocals and guitar, and also kick drum and bass. Let's dive straight in. Okay, so let's start things off by taking a listen to the mix.
Cast in stones to broken bones of the lion's share.
We're going to be taking a look at our electric guitar bus here. It's got two guitars panned left and right on electric guitar bus, and our lead vocal. Let's isolate those two.
Cast in stones to broken bones of the lion's share.
So first up, I'm going to bring up two Spectrum analyzers. Top one on the guitar, bottom one on the vocal. So let's just take a look at what's going on.
Cast in stones to broken bones of the lion's share.
So I'm paying particular attention to this area here, really from 1K up to about 4K, where I know that vocals can cut through the guitar. Let's just take one more look.
Cast in stones to broken bones of the lion's share.
I can certainly see some peaks around that sort of 1.5 to 2.5, 3K area. So now I'm going to just head over to my vocal. And in fact, I've already dialed in a boost here on an EQ, which I had disabled just now. I've done quite a wide Q, so quite a gentle boost around that 2-3K area to push that vocal through and give it a bit more clarity and a bit more presence so it cuts through that guitar. Now, if I was to push it much harder, let's say, and go up to, say, 6 or 7 dB, well, let's isolate the vocal and take a listen. Let me turn those electrics off for a moment.
Cast in stones to broken bones of the lion's share.
So the vocal absolutely will cut through those guitars. Well, let's just bring the guitars in and take a listen.
Cast in stones to broken bones of the lion's share.
But the vocal has now also become a bit nasal. It's certainly a bit harsh on the ears. It sounds just a bit thin and not as nice as it did before. So I'm going to dial it back down again to around a 2.5 dB boost. And that's where this slotting technique really comes into play, because I'm now going to bring in another EQ, this time on my guitar. I'm making more of a surgical cut around the same area. I'm taking 4 dB out of the guitar. This way I'm getting 6 dB of difference without creating harshness and unpleasantness in my vocal. Let's take a listen to the two together.
Cast in stones to broken bones of the lion's share.
Now, if you're relatively surgical with your EQ when dealing with your guitar, then you're not going to destroy too much of the tone of the sound of the instrument. So using this EQ slotting technique, you get the benefit of the vocal coming through the mix and cutting through that guitar without getting harshness on the vocal and without killing the guitar tone. As I said at the top of the video, mixing is all about being a balancing act, but this is a great technique to get the mix where you want it to without destroying too much of the tone of the individual sounds. Let's A/B the difference in the mix.
Cast in stones to broken bones of the lion's share. Cast in stones to broken bones of the lion's share.
Moving things along, you can use a dynamic EQ to get even better results. So I'm going to show you how to carve out space, but only when that space is needed. So I've got my kick drum here and I've got a boost at 60 Hertz. Let's take a listen to that. And I'm going to head over to my bass and bring in a dynamic EQ. This is F6 from Waves. If you want a great free one, check out TDR's Nova. Also Fab Filter 2 for a great paid one. But this is a great one too from Waves. I'll leave a link for this particular dynamic EQ below this video. So what I've done here is created a sidechain to my kick drum. Set the attack and the release to be pretty quick, so when the dynamic EQ is being activated by the kick, it's happening quickly, allowing that initial transient of the kick to kick through and then returning back to the bass nice and quickly so it's not too destructive. And I've also got a pretty narrow Q too. Let me show you what that's doing. So you can see that the dynamic EQ is reacting to the kick and it's just taking those notches out at 60 Hertz to allow that kick to punch through. Let's take a listen to that. Frequency slotting is definitely a big win when it comes to creating clear and professional mixes, so try it in your next project. And if you want to learn more about taking your mixes to the next level, I've got a free course. It's called Pro Mix Method, which is going to teach you just that. You'll find the link for the course just below this video, along with 2 free EQ cheat sheets. They're going to help you out when you're mixing your vocals and guitar. All those links you'll find below this video. If you did enjoy this video today, please do like, comment and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about using a dynamic EQ, you're definitely going to enjoy this next video.